Yeah, this is a hammer. I told Robert to pull right down here. I said I got an issue, but I think I already figured it out.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. As you see, we're in the pickup. Yeah. So we had a check engine light, and it came up as a, let me turn the fan down here. It came up as a P716 or P0716, which is turbine input shaft speed sensor A circuit range / perform. So I was like, alrighty. And that also throws a P0700, which means the malfunction indicator lamp is requested because of the transmission controller. And I said, well, maybe I wired that sensor because I pulled the pigtail out when I dropped the transmission out. And, well, not dropped, when we set it down. So I was like, alright, so I rewired it. Came up with a P07BF, which is input turbine speed sensor A circuit low. Which that then means it was wired the right way because I made another issue. So I might have a speed sensor that is faulty. There's 2 on here. I did order 2 a while back thinking that. And honestly, at the end of the day, they weren't the right size, which is weird because they all should be the same. But alrighty, I'm gonna rewire that the proper way, and I'll show you exactly. And then yeah, because currently it's putting the transmission into limp mode, which makes it shift really hard. But it ran good for a minute, so I'm thinking that's my issue, but we will see. Some people have noticed I am rocking a headlamp usually, which, as we know, Olight, great partner of the channel. That's an Array 2 Pro, works awesome. Always have Olight on me, and right now is their Black Friday sale starting on the 20th going to the 27th. So new featured product, Warrior X4. This thing is super bright. Even being in the shop, you can see way over there that lights up even with the lights on, and these lights are good. But always rocking Olight. Slide down below, 30% off majority of the products, if not greater discounts, and Duffy 10 always gets you the 10% off. So there's a link down below. Check them out. Still got the old lantern rocking here. We did send out the other one. Jared was the one that won that. So that's an awesome product too. Got the speaker, everything else like that. But featured product. And as always, for new customers, there's freebies. So when you log in, everything else like that, you guys get the hookup. Alrighty, I'm gonna throw the headlamp on, get underneath. I'll show you guys exactly what we're doing. I know it's bright out there, which is nice. It was a little chilly this morning. I think we got down in the 20s, but yeah. Alrighty, let's finish this up. Link down below, Olight sale going on right now. Great discounts, great products. Did end up cutting zip ties so that the wiring harness will come down and I can redo those. So we just got to swap them back the other way. They were going the right way. Shouldn't have second guessed myself. I'm wondering if that sensor's bad. It is turn going the other way, so maybe that has something to do with it. So I'm gonna mess around. There is another sensor on the back, the output speed sensor. They are the same, so maybe I'll switch those and see if the problem moves with it. Okay, got check engine light off now. They are permanent right now, so the truck's got to be run, but both of them. I did pull the speed sensor, check that out. How are you doing, buddy? He's like, what are we doing here? It's been a long time since we rode around in this, huh? I'm gonna order another speed sensor. Maybe that one's getting a little defective or something. I got 2, but they're not the right size, which I don't know how because. Well, alrighty, I guess we better bring packages. So you guys are seeing this video is today's video, so it's gonna be a little short. We're gonna jump around a little bit, but at the end of the day, trying to keep daily content to you guys. And we spent almost 2 days. Andy was here with us, and we packaged packages for a full day. So I appreciate everybody with the Carhartts. that did pre-order. I'm catching up on everything. There was a few that were missed in between as far as regular orders that I didn't catch other than pre-order, so I appreciate you guys for that. But hopefully hopefully we're good. But I will get 2 speed sensors because there's one in the rear, one in the front. If this wasn't gonna work, I was gonna pull the rear speed sensor out, put it in the front, put the front one in the rear, and see if that solved it. But I gotta get loaded up and get to the post office. So we're up here at the plots, and Bob has already asked me, he said, hey, when do you need the weigh wagon to do your plots? And I said, we're gonna be a little bit. But I figure, you can see here, some of that rain and sleet the other day, that started breaking down the tops, but everything else is looking good. Hopefully drying down. I'm gonna go over here to, who's texting me? I'm gonna go over here and check out, because this field's all planted with the same variety. We'll go down a little bit, go in, see what we got for some moisture. The ground it was cold this morning.
I guess I didn't film it, but corn right there was 30%. So, a little scary, especially because we know we're going to be combining at the end of this video. I guess you'll stay tuned and see what happens.
And, alrighty, enough packages for right now. Still got a few packages to go out to you guys. But we're going to get the 27 fired up, put the bucket on. Actually, we need the forks for a quick minute. We got to finish up cleaning up around here. We are supposed to get snow at some point, and it is getting chillier, so mid-20s at night now. Yeah, we got plenty of things to wrap up before we really get to winter yet. Well, 27 needs some hydraulic oil in it, so we'll throw that in, move some stuff around, probably get the 46 on the manure spreader, and get that all wrapped up. So with the sun out, it's absolutely gorgeous actually. A little chilly, but not bad. But shop needs a little cleaning. I'm so glad got the pickup truck to a good spot. Yes, we got an oil leak that we got to mess with, and then hopefully that will be it for that truck for some time to be. I know people are saying buy a Ford, buy a Dodge, don't mess with nothing. Started messing with that truck 5 years ago, and yeah, stuff breaks no matter what. That motor is built the way they should come factory though. Motor and transmission are both built the way they should come. I know every company cheaps help, but as far as the Mac, this is as far as we made it, which you guys saw in previous video. It is stripped down. What I need is help to take that apart. I had Andy here the last few days. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. Nothing worth really filming. Like packaging packages and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all part of it. So let me get the 46 started up and the 27. Do some moving around. And yeah, should be a good day, right, buddy? I really got to start plugging these in. A little cold, but it fired right up. Wasn't an issue there. So this should get put in the shop once we get the Max out, and then we're messing with it this winter. As far as we got some things for it. I know you want to ride around, and then what I actually got to do is this came with, if you don't know, marker arms for the planter, blade for the tractor. That came with a snowplow, so we really should get that out, and that way we can get it hooked up to this, because that'll be a lot more convenient than starting the 7520. If we get a huge storm, yeah, we can put the blade back on it and push snow like we have in the past, but that should be good. Plus we got great lights on it and everything else like that now. So So the one thing that's a pain on this tractor, the fill cap, because of the cab. So the other day we got one pumper and I kept that in high guard low viscosity oil, which is the combine hydrostatic transmission fluid. So I grabbed another pumper because I know we might need that if it leaks a little bit. And yeah, we'll throw some oil, some hydraulic oil on there. The reason why it's a little low is when the caps blew off the breather there, and or the cover, and the breather doesn't have an issue. It's the O-ring is just junk, so eventually it blows off. Breather's actually, yeah. Well, this tractor's been a good little unit for me, so definitely been a good little unit. It's the little things like this that make a shop so much better to work in. This one pumps a lot harder than this one. Came from Tractor Supply. Yeah, I'd say the one from Napa's probably better than this one, but we were there, so I grabbed it. Might need to snug that up a little bit. Well, alrighty, get this filled up. Getting the blower put away. We still got bales of hay. They should be leaving by the end of the month. I gotta get a hold of Brian and make sure he's still, he said he wants them. He's trying to line up trucking, so gonna clean my mess up here still. We're gonna clean what we took out for rot, which has drastically shrunk, which is good. Less loads to move, but I'm gonna, what are we doing here? I'm gonna get the pallets that are all in the back here out. Then we'll get the manure spreader put on the 46. And then, well, the blower can go in, but yeah, all these bales are looking good still. Very good stuff. They weren't stacked very good. They're all leaning to one side, but if I get these out with the blower in the back, I can still fit the corn head backed in there. So that's kind of my thinking there. But I used most of the ones that were here to put underneath the bales, keep them off the ground. And my plan is to actually get the calves in this pasture so that they can graze some of this down. Since there is quite a bit, and I do have a big parts pile here that I need to get sorted through at some point. Chopper parts. Miscellaneous stuff. There we go. We got a big pile of pallets out there now. Go get the blower and put that in. Blower will get some service this winter. If you guys remember, we realized that a paddle is missing, and we'll get that run through this winter when we get a slower period. Some shop work. You know, keep you guys entertained with some wrenching. And probably put some tires on it because it has been good to us. So, Brian, Brock, who we stopped and saw. Where am I here? There we go. Get the tongue between the forks. That way it holds it. So it doesn't flip over. But yeah, Brian actually gave me that when I was out there, and he it's worked very well, Brian. So we'll be back out at some point. He said we can get the tour of the local co-op there, and they got quite a bit of storage there, 2 million bushel bins, stuff like that. out of storage, ready to rock and roll. I do have to switch the hydraulic lines just to make it, when you pull back, it opens up, and when you push forward, it closes. So, easy enough. Probably just got 2 loads to spread, but 2 loads that be put in fertilizer back to the soil. So some rotten corn silage that was sitting around that we just got carried away, and everything inside here. So, and then I'd really like to let the calves in here, they can eat. They've been grazing that, doing a good job. How are you guys doing? Look at this pile. You guys trampled it down some and ate any of the good corn silage, right? I didn't know where they were this morning. They must have been all the way in the far corner, because I saw them this morning, and then when I came back, they were gone. We're hanging out here. So, living a good life. Go give them some grain. They've got very good at realizing grain and coming and hanging out. So, alrighty, a little digging. Yes, this should have been done right away after, but I forget. It rained, didn't it? Yeah. We gotta pick our battles. We got some wire. We got a shovel out here still, so still got to do the elevator up. Gentleman actually stopped and said he had one, but they're 8-inch instead of 9-inch paddles, so I got to do some digging on some pat stuff and go from there. But hot damn, 46 looks good. How we doing, kids? Everybody having a good day? We got to clean your guys' bedding out here. How we doing? They're looking good. Really good, actually. Got it cleaned up some. Eventually the goal would be to put a pad here so that everything's on it. But we'll see. This year was a lot of learning with silos. If we can make it work and make it real convenient in the winter as far as feeding, then it's good. Yeah, I guess there was a piece of metal here. We got a board there. Oh, they're all right here for some reason. Now we'll do some shoveling. Yeah, this was all from when we were cleaning out. And as we know previously, we need a new chain setup. But we'll make it good. And then later on this winter, when we got some time, we'll mess around in here and get everything organized up, buttoned up. Took a little bit of time, but we are all cleaned up around everywhere. So at some point sooner than later, we'll get this measured out, get a chain for this. There, we got tools to put away. We got to dig through some of the pile over here of stuff. I'm thinking we might have a tarp for one of these silos at some point in there. But got everything cleaned up, swept the barn a little bit. When it gets and weather gets downhill, we'll what are you guys doing over there? Goes downhill, we'll start working in here, setting it up so that we can have some more cows inside the barn here to keep things warm, eat some feed, and you know, give us some rewarding through the winter and then into spring when they start grazing pasture again. So that is the plan. But manure spreader's full. Go dump that load, come back, and when we come back, we got these bales in here that may or may not be leaving with the load. We got a pile at the end of here that will be a lot quicker to pick up. And then we might shovel out where they're standing, or we might move on to another thing for right now. Yeah, got it all cleaned up. We do still have to do something for the door here. I know Joel had hit me up and said he'd come build something. I haven't made it that far as what I want to do. But yeah, we got... At some point we'll start feeding out of the silos, but what are you doing? Come here. Come here. He's been living it up, aren't you, bud? Yeah, we got wires. So we got to rewire this stuff during the winter too. You having a good day? You want to go spread some manure? Yeah. Tractor's this way, bud. We're going this way. Coming out back here. This field that we chopped off to make life easier, I'm just going to spread this stuff out on it. Ain't going to make it too challenging for us to still combine through. It's dry material. But I was thinking about going up and spreading on the other ground that we chopped off, and I decided probably better just stay local. Since, yeah, look at that. I'm ready to get back in the combine. I wish this stuff was drier, but as you see, found some mud right there when we were going. So hopefully we don't find any right now when we're spreading. Pretty good job. Uh-oh. Finding some mud. Let's not get stuck. Okay. Hopefully we're out of it. We are definitely going to battle some mud when we're combining in these sections, which isn't going to be that great. So I guess if it freezes some, it will be better, but put it on a little heavy. It'll be good in the spring to work in. We'll jump out and check what some of that corn is once we're done. Then we got one more load, if not two. Probably one. But then we can spread from the roadway over. Door's all the way open. How are you doing? You comfy? Good day. So this was the very first corn I planted. We planted this stuff and this stuff after we took off grass for first cutting. So expectations for this stuff was always kind of lower. Pretty much double cropping something, but I didn't need as much grass, so it worked out very well. And then we chopped it off to feed the cows. We'll get out. Check both sides. I'm just curious. I know I checked out front previously and it was 30%, which don't want to send that. I think standability at the home farm is going to be a lot better for when we get snow and wind. We get a lot of wind either way, but the plant health was much greater. I know there was somebody arguing with me about organic matter in the soil at a wet year. Higher organic matter isn't good. I'd rather have higher organic matter all the time than lower. And the tile did a pretty good job of pulling moisture out of everywhere, excess moisture. But yeah, the biggest battle I had was everything here was pretty much, it was sod. So sod or overgrown cornfield that hadn't been worked deep in a long time. So let me see. I'm actually pretty surprised. That was 27. Huh. Okay. We'll go up in here and see. And so the big thing when I planted this, that manure spreader does a pretty good job of covering. Yeah. Big thing when I planted this, the first few rows, well, passes, it was set shallower planting, and then I went to a deeper planting, and I was nervous because we weren't in any moisture at that time. But we'll go see. This stuff up here that was planted 2 weeks before it, yeah, 33%. So plant health was just kind of crazy, which I think standability is going to be okay, but we're definitely going to be harvesting more towards Christmas on that stuff. 100%. Yeah, 33. Okay. Well, there we have it. So plan for next year, definitely get in the ground sooner. Hopefully not have a drought at the beginning. Hopefully have all our ducks in a row. I might have some part-time, well, I got Robert has been helping me part-time, and Isaiah, if I really need, he'll come over and give me a hand. He's helped me out quite a bit on things. But feeding the deer. So it's open, it's been opening, or rifle season's open, so there's been some big bucks in the half mile around here that have been harvested. Well, alrighty. Yeah, we got a ways to go. Back for another load. I will be very excited when we get this field combined off. Yeah, we got some time to go. I will be honest, we have quite a bit of time to go. 3 weeks maybe? Maybe longer? But this stuff might actually go sooner than later. Might. That stuff, I don't know. Probably in the same boat. The stuff on the higher hills, that's probably even wetter because that first frost that we got didn't kill it all. Yeah. And battling in this mud is not going to be that much fun. So this little corner piece and then the piece over there going to be about all the same as far as wetness. So it getting cold and freezing is not the worst thing to happen to us. So just get this last little bit picked up and then we'll go over to the pile. There might be more than one load here. I'm gonna go with 2. Yeah, probably 2 loads. And then we gotta clean up some of this, probably bed them inside there, clean out this water trough, because at some point we gotta switch to that. But yeah, they got a little bit of time. I might do a little digging. We'll see what time it is and how dark it is and where we're at. Probably gonna end up splitting up some of these videos because during the day I can do stuff outside until it's real cold, and then we'll do wrenching after night as a different video. Get a little ahead for you guys so you got some content, diversity, and things like that. I just realized that gate's open. I know the post was here. I'm glad they have not gone through this gate. Where's the rest of it? That's weird. Huh. I don't know. That is... There should be a chain and everything to lock that. Well, I guess that's gone. I can't explain where that chain went. Just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. But we got all these. We got to do something there too. It's on the list. It is. The heater's on in there, which is where the well actually is, but water goes through the milk house to go to my house. I'm gonna turn the lights on so we can see. But we got all these neck chains that we're never gonna use. And this one, I think it was this one. Yeah. I'll set you guys somewhere here. We'll steal off if it lets. Yeah. We'll take the actual snap and use it out there. I'm amazed that the calves have not just walked out that gate. Well, clearly they're not starved. Okay, we'll put that on that gate. So I still got all that bedding from that one bale, plus that other bale, plus whatever other bales we got. So, you guys are right. We'll put the clip. Ah, it's not gonna fit. Come on. Why is everything fighting? We'll get it. A little wiggle, come on. There's a lip there. Yeah, this is a hammer. Hey, we got it. Okay, probably made the threads junk, but that's not the end of the world because tight is tight and cross thread is cross thread, right? Easy. I didn't do any of that on the pickup. I'd rather not be chasing the calves around up there playing rodeo. So alright, that's a lot better. I guess we could have gone up a few, but that's a lot better than it was. We'll grab that post at some point. I almost thought I was going to shock myself there. So, looks good. took quite a bit of rot out of there, I guess. That's quite the pile. I better shut that door. They're out there at the end, but they moseyed back and found their way in. They wouldn't do much damage. But we got another load for sure, which ain't a bad thing. Nice and slow. We'll layer it on right here. This field to my left, the nutrient levels in it are far lower than anywhere else on the farm. Not sure why, but the field to the right here is like, I guess on paper, twice as good. So it won't hurt to layer it on something. We got another load to put on here too, so we had a little plan of I was gonna get 2 semis dropped off to me, and we were gonna run some load. I was gonna be able to fill them before the snow tomorrow. One semi is in for brake jobs now, which we all know how much fun doing brakes are and the cost associated, but it's nice to have brakes when you're going. But we can pretty much run first thing in the morning, so we're gonna go look at that corn again. I want to make sure, because I could probably get 2 loads out with that truck driver, and in between I can come back and forth. I'd probably load him right out of the field. Dump cart's great and all, but it's not hooked to a tractor right now. And to hook it to a tractor just to use it for a day. So if I can ship 2 loads of corn, 2 semi loads of corn tomorrow, that would be good. And then we'd run some more towards the end of the week, and then we'd run some more. Alrighty, I gotta call a truck driver and just see what his plan is. Sean Baldwin just called me. He's out running an 8820. Lewis's 8820. Combining for a kid that I went to college with, and he said the same thing. Corn's 27% out there, and that stuff was planted earlier. So, kind of just the nature of it. I don't know. Next year will be earlier, hopefully. Next year, hopefully, Mother Nature will be better, and hopefully we won't have any Canadian forest fires that block out the sun for 3 weeks, if not longer. So, all that stuff added up. I am stressed. I know there's some people that, oh, you're not worried, this, that. I am very stressed, actually. But can't really do nothing about it. You just keep focusing on every day. But, alright, we'll finish this up and then probably get the combine moved. I think Rob's coming. He can move the header trailer, the corn head with my pickup. They're getting ready for some snow. Hopefully we're not actually getting snow tomorrow. I don't know. Weatherman. Backdrag over here. It's only 4:10 and the sun's setting. Yeah, that's never good. Good thing we put some
lights on some tractors. The combine's got lights too. Just hit the gate. It's only standing against the hay, so.
Got the barnyard cleaned up. We'll get some, well, we gotta throw the gates back up over there. That way they don't get into those bales. Really? Right in the manure? And then we'll bed that little room over there. Hopefully go make some, well, we got a spread. We got a full load. So. Well, there we go. Got it all bedded down for them. Looking good. Woo! It's getting chillier. That is for sure. We got to go spread that load though. I'm serious. We got to go. Come on. Alrighty. We better go. Actually, we got to will you close the gate? Yeah, I think it was a little revved up. Yeah, it's amazing that people always wonder how old he is. And well, you'll be 9 in what, 4 months? Yeah. Good dog he is. Not even 5 o'clock. The next thing that needs lights, Yanko, is the 4640. Because we don't have much behind us. Actually, I don't think we have anything behind us. We got a few in the front. But we're done working with it right now. I was gonna unhook the manure spreader, but we can do that tomorrow. We'll get the 8820 fired up and fueled up, bud. That way we don't run out of fuel like before. Hopefully the plan is to ship 2 loads of corn tomorrow, 2 semi-loads of corn. And hopefully we can get into all that stuff that's 20 to 22%. That's a whole lot better than, well, anything around here. I know there's some corn over there that's over 30. It all got planted pretty much within a day of each other. Pretty much all the same varieties and day lengths, but it's just how it goes. Hopefully she runs the way she should have. Realistically, we fixed anything that was wrong, so we should be even better than before. That's the plan, at least. Oh, we should clean the windows before we leave too, because look at that. Granted, we got the lights on, but she's gonna be cold though, I know that. Ooh, she almost wanted to go right away. Yep, she's a little chilly. There we go. All fueled up. Well, she was fueled up. What we gotta do, let's see, turn the lights on. Oh, gauges work. That connector piece in between, a lot of people said yes, it's supposed to have some wear. I do have one coming, so we're gonna compare the updated kit one. But put some fuel in. Battery always says that it's down in there, but checked it and was happy, so not really sure. Yeah. And that light, as we've all come to realization, and a lot of people said, that light stays on until you start moving. But I'll let it warm up, and then we're gonna go get some fuel. I love it. Like a spaceship. And I know there's gonna be people, why are you moving at night, this, that, blah, blah. Well, Robert doesn't get off work till 4:30. He had to go up, talk to somebody about hunting, which I can't blame him on that. It is that time of the year. And if I was, well, I could bring my truck up and drop the head off earlier, and then come back and get the combine, and then wait for a ride back, or I can wait for some help. Kind of part of it. So we've been doing stuff all day, and well, here we are now. This is the first time really doing this. The handle was actually bad on the pump, which from sitting around is normal. The hose, we replaced it. I did tip it like Isaiah said, so it doesn't rust out or rub out and crack and leak. Well, we gotta wait on a handle. I think it's coming Wednesday. But that was much better. Big fan. I did realize that that boot's got a little bit of a crack somewhere in there. It's running down, so we should get a new filler boot. I'm amazed. So it didn't start pumping on here, it was stuck. I think I put 70 gallons in. I figured that tank was bigger than 70, but I guess it wasn't all the way empty. Oh, got the heat on. Nope, it says we're full. So there we go. We probably had 20 gallons in it, so 90 gallons in that tank or so. Alrighty, I'll get this moved out of the way. One thing we should check, I talked to a gentleman from Missouri, and I forget his name already, the other day. He ran me down for 40-50 minutes about everything to look at this on these. They used to have 3, and they did a bunch of custom work in Missouri with them. And one thing he brought up was the lug nuts. Now that we've gone down up and down the road, which good call. So I'm gonna pull it over in front of the shop. We'll check the lug nuts. Good call on checking them. Good reminder, I guess. There was a couple that had a few more snugs. So I gotta do the, grab my flashlight. Headlamp's dead. It's charging, but oh. Gotta do the extensions and then go to the other side. No movement on this one. One bolt on the axle on this one. There's the extension piece, and then the outside bolts on here were all good. Started cleaning the window, but it was cold enough that the wind or rain X was just freezing to it. So we got Robert over here now. He just came back from some hunting adventures, and we'll making sure the fuel, I don't want it to fall and spill. Like I said, we got a handle coming Wednesday. I don't know what he's doing down there, but we'll get hooked up to the head. Why we're moving right now is truck drivers coming at 6, and we'll be loading them pretty aggressively tomorrow. See how many loads we can get out with the one truck. In between, we'll do stuff that we got to do. So okay, put you guys somewhere here. There you go. Backup camera's nice. I've never used this club. Should work. Think the lights work or not? No? Are we betting dinner?
Where's dinner at?
I don't know.
I hope they work.
I think the people I got it from took very good care. I think they work. Huh?
I see what Hanford works on.
Yeah, I got that out for probably tacos tomorrow or something. We got one.
Looks better than none.
No, you gotta wiggle that. It was on. So maybe we got a bad connection up there. There you go, you got one. Put the blinkers on. So that's marker lights. Maybe the bulb's burnt out of. Ah, we got something wrong. Put the blinker the other way. Oh yeah.
You want to wiggle it?
You can wiggle it. You're good at wiggling. A little wiggle waggle.
I mean, one's better than none.
One's better than none. You are right.
You are good, right?
Huh?
You look good. You are good.
That's something we should get figured out though. Window's a little better. Exhaust leak is a lot better. Well, it's gone, which is nice. Got Robert in tow. We got one working light on the cart. We'll figure that out at some point. But I want to get moved over there so then I can be good to go in the morning when I'm by myself. Well, I'll have Joe helping me, truck driver. But otherwise, just gonna be me, myself, and Yanko. So when I say we, it's me and Yanko. Usually. Why am I towing it with the pickup? I'm worried about hydrostat having issues. That's one of the biggest things. I'd rather make it through this harvest, and those pulling older stuff, same with like my chopper, pulling a dump wagon kills that thing. It sucks the power right out of it, so we're just being precautious. Alrighty, we'll go up the road a couple miles, get rigged up, and then be good for the morning. Well, we got a new noise. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But on our way over, it started making noise. Robert's having some trouble with the ratchet strap. Let's see if I got any better at this. No, I'm crooked. Dang. So the heat in here is absolutely like on point. It is so hot in here right now. I think I'm on there. No, I'm not. I was crooked. Now we're on. Okay, so we are back to going. Quick trip over here. what that noise is, but I don't hear it now. So I gotta check things over. I wanted to see if it was gonna do it when... Not too much corn on these outside rows here. But if I can get a bin full, and then in the morning we come here, start loading truck, we'll be in a good place. So I'm taking the outside row off of here. We'll probably go down out back there and do a couple passes. That way the truck can get in here and I can unload into them. Gotta watch out for the ledge rock that sticks up. My worry here is animals and standability. So if I get this off, I'll feel a lot better. I think this stuff is mid to just about mid 20s is probably where it's at. I told Robert to pull right down here. I said I got an issue, but I think I already figured it out. At least I hope I already figured it out. I do see that there's fluid there, but I think that's from before. But belts are not, one is not tight and one is. I guess they're both not tight. So what do we got here? An adjuster there. So they're squealing, which I think I got spares of all that. Pit crew right here. Yep. What? Doing a pit crew. I know. I don't blame you. This belt, both belts are actually starting to crack. I do have them sitting there. And I looked at them. They looked good. They ran really good before, but clearly they started cracking. So I believe I have both of them. I believe. I gotta do some digging. Otherwise, we're gonna have to nurse this through a load in the morning. United opens at 7, truck's coming at 6. But I'm gonna park it right here, and in the morning we'll mess with that. But that is what's whining. Is there 2 belts here? I sure hope so. I believe because they're matching set. So they're even. Yep. Those are our belts we need. So I just gotta look up in the parts manual, I'll have to change those, and then we'll get 2 more ordered. We got the belts.
Perfect. Let's go put them on.
Dude, let's put them on. They're long. All right. Did you test the moisture?
Not yet.
Come on. Alrighty, we'll test that moisture and then that's gonna do it for tonight. Got a package, Steiner tractor. We got that exhaust piece that goes in between that I was wondering if it had excess wear. Brand new one, the updated one. So that's good that came in. We'll throw that on when we get, and they sent us 3 cowtail candies. So those caramel candies, what up? I don't think I've ever ordered anything from Steiner. Steiner tractor parts, Leanin, Michigan. So, alrighty, we got that. Hoping this corn's pretty dry and we're good to go. Better to go. It's going either way, to be honest. So, glad I have those belts too. Planning ahead. What do we got? 22. Good enough. We'll send it all at 22. That's sweet. So that stuff has dried down in 11 days. That was the last stuff we shipped to the mill. It was like 28, honestly, in there. And yeah, I know you got to do 3 tests. So we'll do 1 more, 2 more. Then I'll probably send a picture of that to the truck driver. Hopefully a majority of that corn is like that. I know we're gonna find some that's a little wetter, but overall, there's some fields there that are still wet. $23. And I think flying around. We got back and Yanko acted like he hadn't had dinner yet. Yeah, he's over there. Yep, 23. That will do. So 22 to 23, even stuff if it's 24, it will be going. So, alrighty. Appreciate you guys watching along. There's where we're at. I'm gonna make myself some dinner. You already ate dinner, Yanko. He's staring at me like I got candy for him. And we'll get up in the morning, switch those belts out, and load some trucks. So appreciate you guys watching along, like and subscribe, and being part of the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.